go. Enough talk about food now. I can still eat something later. Let's focus on this game. Happy went for an early crypt, late, well, sort of late altar. Early second cigarette, so he wants to go for a lot of ghouls. And I guess it is quite likely that he's actually gonna go for an early ghoul push like this. Because usually with Light Hero he just wants to get a lot of ghouls early. And then I think he's gonna move out instantly with... I think it's usually 5 ghouls that he has with that kind of timing. So he's gonna move out with 5 or 6 ghouls with aura first. And then try to deal a lot of damage to another player early game, kill a lot of wisps maybe. Or that archer, or... well, whatever he can find basically. Whatever is most convenient. And Sonik just going for a standard play so far, going for a Demon Hunter and a Danger 4 creep. Let's see what item he will get. Claws of attack, that's definitely not bad. Circlet would have probably been best. But claws is still quite nice. And there we go, that's exactly what I meant. He's moving out, gets a Rod of Necromancy, doesn't even invest into Dust, and he's actually not going for a ghoul push, he is creeping instead. Never mind, he's not doing what I expected. But I should have actually known that he's gonna go for that, because in the last two UD versus Nalov matchup that we've seen, UDs have always gone for that creep. Oh well. Gets the wisp before he can detonate. Before it can detonate, I guess, that's nice. Immolation play by Sonik, and he gets the Auger Magi! He had Immolation on level 1, gets the Auger Magi, doesn't get the item though, but it was on the ring of protection anyway. And Sonik, he get— oh, no way! Sonik, you're— god! He's so greedy every time. He tried to get out of there, almost got out, but like, Happy had aura anyway. So it's hard for the Demon Hunter to run away from that. And he has to go for the Terran revive. Like, beautiful play by Sonik, he also got quite some ghouls killed. But, dude, he's... like, he really loves the kind of risky playstyle. He's so greedy, it's insane. Like, with the Last Refuge, we've seen it already, him picking off the opponent's Auger Magi to steal items. He denied a creep with the Ancient of War, which is good though, he wouldn't have been able to take it with the archers, and Happy would have been able to easily get it. That graveyard cancel again. Dude, we're seeing so many graveyard cancels today in this matchup, it's crazy. There we go, it's cancelled. That's, I think, the third graveyard cancel that, at least the third graveyard cancel that we're seeing so far today in UD vs Nalv, although we mostly saw UD vs Nalv. Oh, damn. Happy could have almost surrounded him in here with 2 ghouls, I think. But Happy now has time to at least secure the spot, gets the claws, gets the level 5 Knoll. Wait. No. Did Sonik actually get a level 5 Knoll? I think he did. I think Sonik got the level 5 Knoll. Looking at experience, although I'm not 100% sure. Maybe not. But maybe he did. I don't know, to be honest. But Happy now, going for a Demon Hunter surround again, but that's not the best idea probably. Demon Hunter usually likes surrounds, to be honest. Because he just doesn't die. And he kills a lot in the process. And Happy had to abandon it anyway, because there was a wisp coming to detonate all the 4 skeletons. 2 of them expired already, I think. And Happy just has to get the hell out of here. There's no boots on Demon Hunter yet. So he can't really chase any ghouls that easily, and he also has to be careful still. That DK still has more movement speed with that aura, but no coil available, and only the DK is not gonna do enough. And Sonik has his tier 2 tech finished, Hunter Soul coming up as well. His Hunter Soul timing seems to always be a little bit late, but it's not all that bad. Happy already going for tier 3 right away, his graveyard still not finished yet because it got cancelled. And his spelling placement is really quite weird. He could have gotten a cigarette here, or here. Doesn't want to get it here against Panda Breath of Fire, I guess. But this is really kind of weird, I think. I don't know why he's doing that. I guess this is actually closed now, maybe because of that I have no clue at this point, to be honest. But I guess he knows what he's doing. Panda secures the creep here. Ray protection +3, really not the best for him, but well, at least it's something. Yeah, Demon Hunt is still no boot, so you can't really chase the TK so easily. He will maybe still get boots later. Denied the creep with the Ancient of 4, but Happy was too greedy. He tried to steal the creep with an auto attack. He pays the price, he's gonna lose the TP for it. For his DK. There you go, loses a lot of HP and his TP. He bought some time, but it's really not worth it at all. Double Ancient of 4 coming up for Sonik, tier 3 tech as well. And Happy's tier 3 tech more than halfway finished already. Lich coming up, Slaughterhouse finishing now as well. Transitioning into Fiends at the same time. And Sonik knows that he's ahead, he can easily pick this up from his opponent here. Get that big consumable item, hopefully a health stone for him. Anchor of Reincarnation, that's awesome as well. Some players actually prefer to sell Anchor of Reincarnation, but I think it's definitely quite awesome. It's definitely worth it to keep, especially in this matchup, I would say. Especially for Sonik. Because he likes to lose his Demon Hunter at least once per game in a really weird fashion where he can't step off teleport out in time. So I think he should definitely keep that Anchor of Reincarnation. And he's going for Zeppelin play with 140 HP Demon Hunter, why not? I mean, that's really not too bad to do, he can definitely do it. As long as he really pays a lot of attention to him. And there's no TP for Happy. There's quite some ghouls in the base though to defend, so not sure if Sonik can do all that much here. All the archers are low HP as well. He's gonna try though with Immolation, level 1 Immolation though. Oh damn, that burns! Literally. 3 ghouls instantly dead, they couldn't get out of there. And that was definitely worth it. Happy in the meantime still creeping a bit more. And Sonik is just getting his bursts going together with some Dryads. And abolish magic upgrade, and I always get tired when I'm casting. Like it always happens, I'm still not really fully used to it. I also didn't sleep so much today, so I guess that's also a factor, but anyway. Penna's still not level 3 though, but Sonik, this time, instead of trying to creep Penna level 3, prefers to go for that kind of base arrest. Playing with fire here with his Demon Hunter, but it's still really easy to calculate it at this point. Once the TP out now, he said he doesn't want to risk anything, he loses 1 archer, couldn't pick it up in time. Sadly didn't get the cigarette, but still 30 supply for Happy. He's completely out of lumber, completely out of gold. At least he has his orb. Whereas Sonik, he's at 42 supply, but he's also quite low on gold, to be honest. He doesn't have so many units, but he has those rides here still. And still, Happy only has a level 1 Lich and has to keep creeping with his DK because else it's just gonna take too long, really. But Sonik is definitely looking quite strong so far in this game and is on a good way to win it, but definitely don't want to count Happy out yet.
A player's forces are under
There's
attack.
always room for surprise. And Happy now is gonna push with that Naga. No items though to keep his hero safe. DK's out of mana, no mana potion. Zeppelin saves the Demon Hunter for now, but really Sonik has to be careful about his Demon Hunter. He has an Anchor of Reincarnation though, I think he just got the other item from here as well. So he should be fine, he can now heal up with Reacher. He actually didn't get the item, he didn't even start the spot, in fact. And Happy will be able to get it now, that's really awesome for him, especially if he gets, for example, Mana Stone. One of the wind, that's also quite nice. The thing is though, there's strides with this ball, so if Sonik reacts fast enough, then it's not that big of an issue. So it's definitely not the best item for Happy here. At 37 supply against 47, Happy also banked a little bit of gold for some reason. Secures the creep there, he wants to go for a bit of a longer game it seems. Just wants to secure some experience and wait for actual better units to come up. No sacrificial pit this time, so it seems like he doesn't want to go for burn play. He also has a Naga to replace those frost burns, has a Naga with the frost arrow to slow the Demon Hunter down instead of the worm doing that. And also, when he was going for worm play, he never went for Naga, so if he goes for Naga now, he's probably not going for worm play, I guess. And Sonik just happily creeping more. The thing is, there's still 2 creep slots on the left side of the map where Happy is right now, and there's only this left for Sonik. He's finished with it though, so he will probably be able to arrive on this side of the map in time to do something about Happy creeping this. But he first wants to get his green spot as well. He's just getting everything. Boots of Galvalas, definitely really awesome as well for a Demon Hunter. That's really quite good. Sonic really seems to have really good item drops in those games against Happy in general. And instead of preventing Happy from getting that Goblin Merchant here, he instead is going to go for more Zeppelin play. And I'm pretty sure that he's just going to try to kill that Goldmine.
A player's forces are under attack.
Which is probably going to work out. There's a TP for Happy though. And he's suddenly going to get his level up for his Lich. Actually, no, not quite. But almost level 3 for the Lich, level 2 for the Naga, level 4 for the DK, so that's quite nice. He gets some quite crucial level ups, except for the Lich level up. But this Zeppelin play now, Sonic just banking 50 supply, getting some upgrades. And together with the level 3 Panda, he should swap those boosts of Galvalas. Happy instantly TP'd. He wants to save this gold mine, but it's not gonna be enough. That gold mine is gonna die no matter what. There we go, Breath of Fire finishes it off. Staffs his Dryad out so he doesn't lose anything here. And TP's out, saves the barrier with the Zeppelin. And it didn't cost him much at all. Happy, completely raging, attacking his own Black Citadel. No, I'm just kidding, he's probably not really raging, but accidentally misclicked on his own Black Citadel. But real now, 42 supply, no gold income for a long time. Sonic could just go for the same kind of shenanigan again. And he's at 50 supply, but he's probably not going to go for it, he's just breaking upkeep now. Because he's expecting a push from Happy, I guess. Happy just going for a desperate push at this point. Because if he tries to wait for his gold mine and just bank gold, he's really too far behind, I think. And it seems like he thinks so as well. He knows that Sonic didn't leave his base to the bottom side because of the Sentry Road, so that's nice. But Sonic loading into the Zeppelin again. But he's not going to be able to do it in time, he but has to go for that fight here. So this is really Happy's best chance at still getting back into this game.
A player's forces are under
No golden come for a long time. Invul Pot on the Naga, which is quite mandatory at this point. Rope of the Magi is nice as well. Going for the Demon Hunter focus, but there's that Anchor of Reincarnation. No Moonwell juice though, and no mana for rejuvenation, so the Demon Hunter has to be quite careful. But still, there's so much army for Sonic. Even without the Demon Hunter, he's still in a really good spot. That Breath of Fire was kinda wasted, but I mean, oh well. Still didn't swap the boost of Galvalas, it's really not so nice to see, but it's fine I guess. Loses his Demon Hunter, well not quite yet, he still has that Anchor of Reincarnation, and the DK is in so much trouble, nothing really to heal him up. And what is Happy supposed to do at this point? There's no more Nova ready, there's no more Coil, so no chance of getting rid of the Demon Hunter anytime soon. And everything is just slow. He finally has gold income again, but it's really not enough at this point anymore. And really 59 supply against 31. This is honestly just GG. And we will have another ED versus Nilov in the grand final, most likely. I mean really, like, this is just over. Happy is just trying to fight to the last man basically. Honestly don't know what to say at this point anymore. It's really just GG. There's no way for Happy to come back in this game. Like, there's really no way. Basically, Sonic just has to finish the game at this point.
The player's forces are under attack.
Like, everything is so low. Sonic could push into the Undead base now, but that's really the only way he can still lose, I guess. Especially because the series are low, so he'd rather pull us back now. He still has one rejuvenation available. And he's sending a Wisp on there all ready to expand because he knows he's quite far ahead, and he wants to pressure Happy somehow to leave his base. Because if Sonic wouldn't be going for an expansion now, Happy would actually still have more gold income, because he's not in upkeep while Sonic is in upkeep. So Sonic needs something to actually pressure Happy and to expand on his advantage, quite literally actually, with an expansion. And just keep his advantage alive and not drop it in any way anytime soon. I mean, there's maybe still a small chance for Happy. He's not completely out of this game, but it's still pretty much GG. Like, 2-1 upgrades. Sonic already has his Moonwall upgrade as well. I like 44 against 63 supply. Almost double over 4 heroes. I mean, Happy's hero levels are decent, but he just doesn't really have that much.
A player's forces are under attack.
If he gets a good hero kill, I can see this still working out. If he gets a good hero kill, but even with a hero kill, it's gonna take him so much time unless Sonic really messes up and doesn't use his Invul Pot or TP or Staff. Like if Sonic controls his heroes properly and uses Invul Pot and Staff and all that, it's gonna take Happy so much time and resources to be able to kill one hero that in the process he's gonna lose so much that he won't be able to handle the army and the rest. Like, he won't be able to handle the army anymore and the other remaining hero. And Sonic realizes that Happy is not gonna commit to this push because he doesn't feel like he can do it yet. So Sonic is gonna use the time to go for some more Zeppelin in the rest. And that gold mine is gonna die again. Like, if Sonic gets in here properly, the last time the gold mine already died, and that was when his heroes were lower level, he had less upgrades on his units, and Happy was there pretty much as early as possible to defend with a TP here. He's basically gonna be there with the same timing again to defend. But really, like, that gold mine is most likely gonna die. I don't see that surviving. It can maybe survive, but still Sonic is gonna deal a ton of damage here. The thing is, if he wants to repair that gold mine with the Acolytes, he's gonna lose it with Breath of Fire. Unless he heals up with the set here. Well, he uses Scroll of Healing actually to save his Acolytes. So this time it seems like he's actually gonna keep his gold mine alive. But it still costs him so much. There's still another Breath of Fire. It doesn't kill the Acolytes though, because statues are healing quite nicely. That's actually really well done by Happy. And that didn't work out for Sonic so well. Doesn't manage to pick off the cigarette. It was getting repaired as well. So that was actually quite a nice thing for Happy now. Allows him to somehow get back into this game to a certain extent. But the expansion is running now. Happy has to go for the game-ending push. And he really had a nice enough defense to keep this alive. It cost him a heal scroll though. And I'm not sure what else. So it was still okay-ish for Sonic, especially because he bought time. But it still wasn't the best for Sonic, I guess. But nevertheless, he's still in a splendid spot. I mean, 68 against 55 supply. Happy actually managed to get quite some army going by now. But only one Invul Pot, no mana pot, no heal scroll, especially no heal scroll against the Panda. And now the fight is gonna start. Instant focus on the Demon Hunter again. Happy really likes that. Instant Invul Pot this time. And a Panda Breath of Fire beautifully hits. Well, Drunken Haze didn't really hit the Fiends, but that's fine. And Sonic just A-moving with his bears, focusing out those destroyers with his strides. And that Zeppelin allows him to micro his heroes quite well. Allows him to keep them healthy for quite some time. And there's still so much army for Sonic. He's still at 63 supply against 35. Dodges the coil with the Zeppelin, beautifully done. And Happy is starting to completely fall apart. Everything's low HP. He can't coil his Nagash, he's not undead. And there's no item to save her with. And there's nothing left. GG. Sonic advances into the Grand Finals and will be playing against Lucifer there, so another night off against Undead.